What's up, everybody? Celtic Scarecrow back with our video. Get those 10s and 20 views. Now, if you're watching this video first, I have a video coming out like 15, 20 minutes ago. Half hour. Let's go half hour. Half hour ago of the world's strongest man shoots the world's biggest gun, and that was a lie. They lied to you because right now, because I really want to see what this gun can do, I am reacting to Kentucky Ballistics, the punt gun. Now, I don't know what's the difference between a punt gun and an elephant gun. I still have not Googled the difference between the punt gun and the elephant gun. But, I want to see the carnage of this weapon. And so, therefore, Kentucky looks like he's getting ready to yell at me, too. Like, hey, you, why are you not doing this yourself? One, I don't have the money and resource to do this. Two, I'm pretty sure my home state would not let me do this. But let's get to the video of the biggest shotgun ever. It's like I said on the one take. That's a very Trump-like statement. You know what? I got the biggest shotgun ever. So, let's get to it.
I present to you the biggest, most ridiculous gun in the world, Fury, the punt gun. The bore of this thing is 1.68 inches in diameter. And for some reference, this is a golf ball. The barrel is 6 foot long and has an overall length of 9 feet.
So the barrel is about the size of an average man. The average guy is somewhere between 5'10" and 6'1". I'm 6'4", so that thing would come up to just about like where my headband goes to. Christ.
We're talking 23,000 pellets. It will also fire this 1 pound lead ball. This thing produces...
That thing's a cannon. That's a cannon, sir. That should be classified as a cannon.
Upwards of 800 pounds of recoil. All right, here we go.
I know I said I wanted to see him on the other take of this before I kind of video hopped. I would love to see him shoulder that, but 800 pounds of recoil? Christ, never mind.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And here at Kentucky Ballistics, I am dedicated to bringing you the biggest, most ridiculous guns in the entire world. And
you need to work out more. You stood next to Eddie Hall. He beat you.
Today, I present to you the biggest, most ridiculous gun in the world, Fury, the punt gun. So what is a punt gun? Well, a punt is what they...
It's what you normally do on fourth down when you didn't make it in the first 3 downs. And you're too far from a field goal. Oh, he's from Kentucky. He would like that joke.
They used to call a little John boat, and this is a punt gun. They used to attach these to boats to do...
Also, very hilarious thing. Growing up, reading / listening to the Harry Potter books, whenever they said like Filch had to punt students across the boat that the Weasley twins created, I thought he literally kicked them. I didn't know a punt was a boat.
Commercial duck hunting. This thing is capable of firing over a pound.
Can I also pause? What duck are you hunting, sir? The Oregon mascot duck? There should be no duck left of that thing.
Pound of shot or a 1 pound lead ball. The bore of this thing is 1.68 inches in diameter. And for some reference, this is a golf ball. The barrel is 6
Golf ball was still in there.
foot long and has an overall length of 9 feet. And this thing weighs in at a hefty 150 pounds.
So the barrel itself is the height of a normal American man, and the weight of it is somewhere between the right height for a man that size. No, my dad is 6'170" when it's fully clothed. So yeah, that's like holding and shooting like my dad, which you'll never see him around here.
Is a 12 gauge shotgun shell loaded with double-aught buck. It has 9 pellets in there. Fury here is capable of throwing 140 pellets at once. When it comes to number 12 shot, we're talking 23,000 pellets. Or as I mentioned, it will also fire this 1 pound lead ball.
Could you imagine like having that like at the end of the hall, like you have a home intruder? There is no more intruder.
And here it is compared to a shotgun shell. So you may be asking yourself, how would someone possibly shoot a gun so large? This thing produces upwards of 800 pounds of recoil.
I like how he's just literally redoing the first half of his video, like the first little square.
It would absolutely rip you in half. Except me, I could totally shoot it. I'd eat the recoil for breakfast, but I did arms today. I'm a little tired. So instead, I brought out my handy dandy carriage, which will help to absorb the recoil. I just pull this.
Hopefully help absorb the recoil.
Little string, bring it forward, and then when the gun goes off, it will slide backwards and absorb all of the recoil.
Hopefully.
If you're gonna have a giant gun, you gotta have some giant targets. So today, I have several 55-gallon drums of water. We're gonna blast them.
You know, I got a
But
random.
you gotta like the real actual like.
Boom. There we go. So he has lined up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big barrels. Same kind of barrel that Brandon Herrera hit behind when he tested the homemade gun that got a strike on YouTube. So safety for Brandon is target practice for this thing.
So what does a quarter pounder and my punt gun have in common? Well, I have a quarter pounder in my belly, and Fury here is loaded up with a quarter pound of black powder, along with a
Both are very, very bad for you.
1 pound ball, which is also 7,000 grains, depending on who you ask. And down there we have 5 55-gallon drums of water, which is 275 gallons. You are about to witness some extreme energy transfer. Was about right? We are ready
Yeah, you really could aim.
to rock and roll. Now all I have to do is just pull back this giant hammer. Okay, this is my first time shooting this thing, so
Brandon Herrera, hi. I know you'll never see this video, but if you do, this is safety done the right way.
for at least the first shot, I'm gonna hide behind an engine block. You know, because reason.
Also, I'm not really Scott. I'm just saying, engine block has oil and stuff that if it can easily ignite. Just saying.
Okay, here we go. Oh!
The delay. I thought the smoke was from the water evaporating. That was just from the barrel of the gun itself. And it moved the sled. It moved it. See, look. That thing moved a good, like, maybe 4 or 5 inches. Yeah, you see the initial. That burst barrel was just. Let's see. It looked like it didn't make it to the blue. Like the first 2 are definitely destroyed. Third got penetrated.
Oh, man.
The
Okay. Look at all this. I wonder how many we made it through. 1, 2, 3. Looks like we stopped in number 3. It is probably inside that 55-gallon barrel. And let's inspect the gun here.
should open up the barrel and see where it's at.
It's looking pretty solid. I mean, I would expect nothing less. It weighs 150 pounds.
I've seen 150-pound things get destroyed relatively easily. You almost did it on the last video to a 136-pound guy with a lot less force.
Okay, back to the first jug. Look at this split. That is absolutely insane. This plastic is super thick. Here's number 2.
Number 2 looks like a normal, like, entry exit wound. Small entry, big exit.
And it's also split pretty good. Number 3, and then over here, number 4 has a pretty big dent in it down there. That was an insane amount of energy. And if you're wondering just how much energy, we're looking at over 25,000 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. Also, if you're wondering where I am today, this is my second range. This will be my permanent range probably here in the next year, but today I thought we would break it in with a punt gun. It's right there.
Oh, you know, all that water also cooled it down, so it's easily safe to
You can
touch.
see it perfectly. Oh. Look at that. That is massive. Well, that was the 7,000 grain lead ball. Let's try out some other rounds. Are you enjoying this video? Well, make sure you don't miss out on any future punt gun action by hitting that subscribe button.
Do it.
Do it! Okay.
You can do that to my channel as well. You know, I said if I get to 1,000 before the end of the year, I will cut my hair really short. I'm almost to 600, so I'm actually calling that a kind of win.
Okay, so this time, Fury here is loaded up with number 12 shot. Those are tiny little pellets. In a 12 gauge, you're looking at about 1,500 pellets.
Yeah, I kind of wish he had more barrels spread out because
Fury
I think those pellets are going to go everywhere except for in that target.
here will hold over 23,000 pellets.
Okay, I'm going to say more than 1/3 isn't going in there.
This should be quite a spread. Not going to stand behind the truck this time. I'm going to get the full effect. Here we go. Oh my God.
Christ, how many ads do you need? I do like the fact that it has a Kentucky Ballistics stamp on it. Oh, that all actually went straight, which I did not expect to happen. I expected just to...
Okay, well, we were supposed to have a spread, but we were still kind of close. I do not, well, no, we did. We have some pellets here on this, but it seems like the majority of them stayed together and punched this 55-gallon drum of water. So many little pellets are on this thing. I mean, it is just completely peppered. It's just
I would hit that button. Yeah, all those small indents are pellets.
completely peppered.
Well, he's at least watering the grass there.
Number 12 shot. That was pretty impressive. But I think this next round is going to be even more impressive. So this is double-aught buck. That is the same size as a 9mm bullet. A 12 gauge shell holds about 9. Fury here holds 140 of those things. He's loaded up and ready to go. I am very excited to see what happens when we blast this jug.
No, a crank system would probably be a lot easier, just throwing it out there. But, you know, he'd probably MacGyver this thing himself, just saying.
All right, here we go.
Also, shout out to his dad, who is his camera guy, for not reacting in his own right to this whole madness.
Oh my gosh!
So the cap on top went flying. I saw that. Like, watch the top of the screen. You see it right here, very top of the barrel. I'm not sure if my mouse is popping up. That little white thing is going to go straight up and towards us. And land it. Just above the word double, just like halfway up to the.
Oh my gosh!
It's the delight it gets me. Yeah, so it forced so much water that you see it flipping up in the air. That's how much force went through that caused that to go up. You know, he has all those barrels. He's going to use all the barrels. Yep, there's the cap I was telling you about. The smoke turns to blue mist.
Golly! That was some extreme energy transfer. That did a whole lot better of a job than that number 12 shot. Look at this. Just blew an absolute hole in the front of this thing. Look at all of these pellets. 440 pounds. Hit it like an NFL linebacker. Wow, it did not make it all the way through it. There are some little marks on the back where it almost did.
Yeah, because all the energy went up. Oh, it all probably quickly melted together.
It's just full of pellets and they are all smushed.
Oh, what's you find this time, Scott?
All right, for this last shot, we are going to be loaded up with a wax slug. This should be pretty eventful.
What's a wax slug? Is it exactly what I think it is? Is it literally just a ball of wax?
Last shot of the day, and I guarantee you it's going to be a good one. Here we go.
Oh. I think that just went to the first one. Didn't get to.
Dude, when that thing goes off, it is just such a different sound. Like it's a thud, just hits you in the chest. Look at this. That wax slug was not playing around. Look at the grass. Just all this smoke in the grass. All right, well, that's going to be it for today's video. What do you think about Fury, the punt gun? Let me know in the comment section down below, along with what would you like to see me blast with this thing first?
Watermelon. I know you have a war with eggplants, but watermelon's a bigger target.
This project was over a year in the making, so I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor and give it a like. And if you're not subscribed
Like this,
to Kentucky Ballistics and you want to see more content like this,
that is the end of the section reaction of the day. By God, that was just violent in every way, shape, or form, and I'm here for it. You know, he probably get that thing classified as a cannon, which you are allowed to own a cannon, regardless of what the president says. But yeah. If you want me to check out the second part of this, because he does have a second part, it's I have a thing on notification. Punt gun versus car. Let me know. Until then, I will see you weird people later.